Hello, this is SamdupDolma, and today again I brought you another letter from a daughter to her father. Dear Dad, I love you. I know writing a letter in these days and age seems a little too old-fashioned, but sometimes penning down words seems easier than standing in front of you and telling you how much you mean to me. It's because of you that today I can call myself a strong and independent woman. From pushing me on a swing as a child to teaching me how to drive a car. Can you always keep my happiness and independence before everything else? I still remember how you stood behind me while I struggled to gain my balance while learning how to ride the bicycle. How you insisted me on removing those training wheels because you felt I was big enough to ride a solo. And how, when I rode perfectly without falling, you jumped up in a glee and shouted, "Yay!" How can I ever forget how after my class 12 boat, you instead insisted me I learn to drive because I needed to be independent. And even though I scratched your precious car a few times, you laughed it off and said, "Pay me back when you get your first job." Thank you, Dad, for giving me things to fly. Do you remember how you taught me to fix things around the houses? Be it a loose computer wire or hooking up the new home theater, you were the one who made sure I could walk with tools even though I didn't need to. Thank you, Dad, for teaching me how to be self-sufficient. When I was on the cusp of choosing a career, you held my hand and told me to do what I wanted. The day I got my first job, I still remember you proudly telling everyone about it even though it wasn't a fancy one. And years later, when I finally got my breakthrough, you were proudest. Thank you, Dad, for trusting me and my choice. Even when the chips were down and I was at my lowest, you offered me such sound advice. As I sat at home without a job, you comforted me and said, "Pick yourself up, you are better than this. This is just a phase and it too shall pass." You made me feel better and said the words I needed to hear. You ignited that fire and made me jump back on a horse. Thank you, Dad, for showing me the way. And when I was ready to fly the nest, your only concern was he better treat you well. If he doesn't, I will break his leg. As you and I laughed that sentence off, we both knew what it really meant, and somewhere, so did my future husband. Thank you, Dad, for always looking around me. As day passes and we grow older, I know deep down inside that no matter how old I get, I will always be your little princess. It took me 27 years to realize that inside that hard, strict exterior, there is a lovable man who would do anything to me smile. And it's only after 27 years I realized that in you, I have my best friend. Thank you, Dad, for everything. Always remember, no matter when I am and how old I get, I will always love you. Love, your princess. Wow, it's really nice, and hope you like this. And if you want to listen more, you can visit my YouTube page and you will find more messages and advices. Thank you.